Hello, this is Beth Barling. Welcome to a gentle moon flow. I like to practice around the full moon, and this might be a little easier than moving into a full moon salutation. So I invite you to come into hero pose. So have your blocks handy. If you're not able to come into hero pose on your knees, you can send a block between your legs and then come down on the block. Sending our palms to our legs, shoulders back, heart is open, and just breathing here. Inhales, fill the belly. Exhales, belly button to spine. Slowing down the breath, closing our eyes, keeping our eyes hooded if you're not able to close them. Letting your breath elongate, become fuller, smoother. Letting the inhale match the exhale. And letting the inhale flow into the exhale, flow into the inhale. Continuous breath. Inhales match the length of the exhale. When you're ready, on an inhale, coming up on the knees. If you have any problems with your knees, you can put a blanket here on your mat, or you can double up your mat. Grounding into the earth with the shins, tops of the feet down, pelvic bowl is neutral, belly button to the spine. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, send the hands above the head. Grounding that left shin into the earth. Inhale, exhale, hinging over to the right. So keeping your shoulder blades down the back, keeping them in alignment as if you have two planes of glass surrounding you. You don't want to be twisting that way. We're simply bending over to the right. Exhale, belly button to spine, rising up. Inhale. Exhale, release, bending over to the left. Your right shin is ground into the earth now. Tops of the feet grounding in, protecting our knees. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale, belly button to spine, rising up. Sending our hands back to heart center. You can use your blocks if you need support, sending those knees to the edge of the mat. Tops of the feet down. Feeling that energy come in from those legs. Pelvic bowl is neutral, belly button to spine. Spine is elongated, sending our arms out. Feeling the energy of the earth supporting those arms, opening up, reaching those arms out. And breathing here, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, belly button to spine, hands come into heart center. We're going to sit our bottom down on our legs, on our feet. If you need a blanket in here, that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to come down into wide leg child's pose. So coming down, head onto the mat or onto a blanket. Your arms can be long or they can be up in prayer pose. Just taking a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Using your hands to push your body back up. Sending those knees together. Belly button to spine. Inhale, rising back up. Knees under hips. Shins are ground into the earth to support those knees. Maybe bringing a block here for support. Sending our left leg out, coming into gate pose. So our left leg is out, hip in alignment with knee, in alignment with ankle. Hips are in alignment. Send that right arm up, hinging over to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. only coming as far as you can, feeling that deep opening of the right side body. Inhale, rising up, grabbing our blocks. We're going to turn to the left side of the mat. So lifting that knee, lifting that foot. So our left leg is straight, knee is soft. Our right knee is under our hip. And we're hinging forward over that left leg. Grounding into the earth with the right shin and the right foot. Hinging at the hips, the back is straight. Left foot is flexed, feeling that deep stretch in that left leg. Then sending our blocks forward, sending that front foot down, coming into a lunge on the left side. So making sure this left knee is on top of this left heel, not any further. Hips are in alignment. Belly button to spine. Right foot back so that you have the appropriate amount of tension on this right hip flexor. Heart pulls through, gaze is up, shoulders back. Now removing our blocks, coming back, and protecting this knee, picking this leg up. We're going to come into half cobbler. So this right heel comes into the groin, and this left leg comes out, foot flexed. So feeling that stretch in that left leg. Hands in front, grounding that right knee into the earth, belly button to the spine, shoulders back. Left foot is flexed, straightening that leg, making sure not to lock the knee. And coming into full cobbler pose, letting both feet match. Inhale, sitting up tall. Sending our knees down to the earth. Inhale, straight back, hinging forward. So this cobbler is a combination of hinging at the hips with a straight back for flexibility and pushing those knees into the earth for strength. So breathing here, finding that smooth, equal inhale and exhale. Filling that belly on the inhale, belly button to spine on the exhale. Release coming up. So we'll do half cobbler with our left leg in, right leg out. So sitting up tall, maybe sending your hands forward for support, or you can grab a block. So our left heel is in towards the groin. Right foot is long. Sits bones are on the mat. Right foot is flexed. So just stretching that leg, feeling that stretch. Breathing here. Really feeling that right foot flex, feeling that stretch in the right leg, feeling that stability and security on the left side. And grabbing our blocks, sending them over to the right leg. We're going to pick up that right leg. We're setting up to go into lunge on the right side. So sending our left knee under us, left hip on top of left knee. Send that right foot forward, right knee on top of right ankle, and just scooching that left leg back or forward as needed to find your alignment. Belly button to the spine, heart open, shoulders back, squeezing that perineum. Make sure that right knee doesn't go past the right ankle, hinging in, and finding your breath. Finding that cool lunar inhale and exhale. We're going to walk these blocks back, coming back. Keeping that left knee underneath the left hip. Straightening our right leg, but making sure not to lock that knee. Protecting the knee with that flexed foot. and hinging forward with a straight back, making sure not to press down on the blocks like this, making sure your hands are flat or tented. Shoulders back, back is straight, left hip over the left knee, right leg is straight, the knee is soft, foot is flexed. So releasing that foot, taking the blocks forward. We're going to pick up that left leg, send that knee under us, once again under that left hip, and we're going to set up for gate pose on this side. Left hip over the left knee, hips in alignment, right hip in line with the knee, in line with the ankle. Toes are forward. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, shoulder blade down the back, hinging over to the right. Feeling that deep stretch here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, rising up. Grabbing a block for support. Bringing that knee back in. Sending our knees to the edge of the mat. Toes together. Setting your bottom down on your feet. Using your blanket if you need some support underneath your bottom. Coming forward into wide leg child's pose. Sending those hands forward or having those hands come up. And just breathing. Walking those hands back up. Inhale, rising up. Feeling that energy from the earth come up through the legs, shins and tops of feet grounded into the earth. Feeling it in your belly, pull that belly button to spine and let all of that energy emanate through those limbs. Effortless opening of the arms. Reaching with those hands, feeling long. Sending those hands back to heart center or back to a block if you need support. Sending those knees back in. Coming up tall. Knees under hips. Inhale those arms up. Ground the right shin into the earth, hinging over to the left. Breathing here. Exhale, belly button to spine, rising up. Ground that left shin into the earth, hinging over to the right. Half moon. Feeling that opening of the left side, making sure shoulder blades are down the back. And you are in alignment, both shoulders on the same plane. Inhale, rising up. Hands to heart center. So that's one side, and we'll move into the next side. So breathing here, hands at heart center. Just tapping back into a steady diaphragmatic breath. Inhales, fill the belly. Exhales, belly button to spine. Inhale, send those arms up. Ground that left leg into the earth, hinging over to the right. Breathing. Inhale, rising up. Ground that right shin into the earth, hinging over to the left. Breathing. Feeling that stretch. Inhale, rising up. Sending our hands to heart center. Using a block if you need to. Sending those knees to the edge of the mat. Feeling the energy of the earth coming up through those shins, through those legs, into that belly. Belly button to spine. Lifting those arms effortlessly. So feeling that pelvic bowl neutral, feeling stable and supported, grounded to the earth, but open and receiving. Receiving that full moon energy. Sending those hands to heart center. Sending that bottom down. Using your hands if you need to, or a block. Coming into wide leg child's pose, picking your version. Using a blanket if you need to. And breathing, reconnecting with the breath if you've lost it. And pushing yourself back up, sending those knees together, coming up into a kneeling pose. Left knee stays under left hip, using a block if you need to, or sending your hands to your hips. Right leg comes out, making sure you have enough room. So left hip stays over left knee. We're grounding into the earth with that shin and top of the foot. Hips are in alignment with each other. Hip, knee, heel in alignment. Left hand up. Gate pose, hinging over to the right. Staying, remember to keep your shoulders in alignment like there's a pane of glass in front and in back. Hinging over to the right, feeling that deep stretch here. And just breathing. Inhale, coming back up. Grabbing those blocks. And we're going to turn to the right, lifting that knee. We don't want to spin on that knee. But we're setting up for half monkey god pose on this side. That's what this is called. Or this is a version of pyramid, which is what Moonflow calls for. So this left knee is underneath that left hip. We're grounding back into the earth with that shin and the top of that back foot. And we are hinging into this right leg. Right foot is flexed, knee is soft. Modified pyramid. Your back is straight, hinging over that leg. Cervical spine in alignment. Really flexing that foot, stretching that right leg, hinging into it, opening up those meridians and nadis underneath that leg, receiving fresh lunar energy. Send those blocks forward and set yourself up for a lunge on the right side. So right leg forward, right knee over heel, never go past that heel. Making sure that left leg is in alignment in between the right leg and the left hand. Sending that knee back or forward so that this hip flexor is comfortable. So just stretching in low lunge, breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Belly button to spine, squeezing that perineum. So turning to the front, we are going to bring this right foot in for half cobbler, sending the left leg long. So opening those, almost like you're coming into a half straddle even. Send this left leg out and long right heel towards the groin. Left foot is flexed. You can lean on the earth, sitting up tall, feeling that stretch underneath this leg, making sure that knee is soft even though this leg is long and stretching. Inhaling here, using a block if you need to. And then we're going to pull the left leg in. I like to lift my knee so as to not hurt my knee. Sending our feet together. Back is tall, coming into cobbler. Full cobbler. So we open our feet like a book. Back is straight, sitting up tall. We press those knees towards the earth, strength training, and then we hinge forward at the hips for flexibility. And just breathing here. Breathing. Inhale, rising up. Half cobbler on the opposite side. So our left heel is towards the groin. Right leg is long. And feeling that stretch. Right foot is flexed. Right leg is long. Knee is soft. Left heel's towards the groin. Hands on the earth if you need them. Or on a block. Back is straight. And breathing into this, flexing that right foot, feeling that stretch. Grabbing our blocks, turning to the left side, sending our right knee underneath of us, grabbing our blocks, left knee forward, lunge on the left. So our left knee is over top of the left ankle, right knee is as far back as you should be, honoring your body. Just feeling that belly button to the spine, maybe squeezing that perineum, which is that rooting, grounding section at your base. Hinging in, heart open, shoulders back. And walking back the blocks. Sending that right hip over the right knee. Flexing that left foot. Left leg is long and straight, knee is soft. Hinging forward, modified pyramid. Back is straight, feeling that deep stretch. Just breathing. So sending our blocks to the front now, turning for gate. We lift up that knee, using our blocks for support. So our right hip is on top of the right knee, left leg is long, hip, knee, ankle in alignment with this hip. Inhale that right arm up, shoulder blade down, hinging over to the left. Feeling that deep stretch on the right side. Just breathing here. You can use your block to support you. Inhale, rising up, sending our arms down. Using our blocks, coming back to a kneeling pose. Sending our knees to the edge of the mat, toes together, sitting our bottom back. Walking forward into a child's pose. Sending our hands to the mat, walking our body up, using our blocks, keeping our knees at the edge of the mat, rising up. Now making sure you're grounding in with those shins, tops of the feet, pelvic bowls neutral. If this is too much, come on down. Hips are up. Feeling that energy come up from the earth, through to the belly, belly button to spine, effortlessly sending those arms up. So grounding energy into the earth, reaching up and opening for that lunar energy. Sending our hands to heart center, coming back down, sending our knees forward, rising up. Inhale our arms up, grounding those shins into the earth, knees are under hips. Ground the right shin in, inhale, stretch over to the left, feel that right side opening. You can be anywhere you are flexible for. Exhale, belly button to spine, rise up. Ground that left shin, top of the left foot into the earth. Hinging over to the right. And just feeling that left side open. Exhale, belly button to spine, rise up. Hands to heart center, coming down. Namaste.